What up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing good. Welcome. We got a big day today, okay? We have a big day today. We're gonna be looking at Reddit, reacting to a few things. We have 3 videos that we want to just react to. 2 Monster Hunter, 1 Assassin's Creed. I actually do want to play Assassin's Creed at some point when the game does come out. I think it officially drops on tomorrow, or the 25th, 20 something. I don't know. I don't fully remember, but I do want to hop on that and play that. It looks a lot of fun. Now, a couple things that I want to just talk about really fast. I had to buy a new PlayStation controller because this beautiful thing that I do love so much. I do love this controller so much, but sadly it has gained stick drift and I cannot use it the way that I love to use it. I do also have another PS5 controller that also has stick drift as well. This one's really bad. Well, the white controller, it's really bad. This one's bad enough. Like, I can't enjoy Monster Hunter or 2K or Marvel Rivals or things like that I just genuinely like to play, just because it's just so terrible. And hey, it's okay. It is what it is. Now, I also ordered some new headphones. These are wired headphones. Now, I do love them. You know, they are wonderful headphones. Now, the only problem with these are I have too many wires set up over here, and I tend to unplug it accidentally or trip over it or something like that just happens. And I don't know, I just feel like having less wires around me just creates a better situation for my situation, so I'm not tripping over anything or accidentally pulling something out, or I don't really know. But yeah, we also got that. We have a Steam Deck Mini coming. I'm pretty excited to use that. I don't really know how to operate it just yet, but of course when it comes in, I'm gonna, you know, take the time to figure it out, learn it. I just feel like that's gonna help me a lot too, so I'm pretty excited for that to come in. Nothing like black tea, man. Tastes good, feels good. Love stuff. Right now there's like a lot of sickness going on right now. My daughter's sick, my son got sick, and I just have the sniffles. I've had the sniffles for like ever at this point. So you guys may hear me sniffle, you guys may hear me cough or whatever, but we're gonna keep rolling, you know what I mean? We're gonna keep rolling with the flow. What's up, Zach? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and switch on over to our PC screen here. Again, we're gonna be chilling on Reddit for not super long, maybe 10-15 minutes. We're just gonna look at a few videos on here. After today, I will be adding REPO to this list. I don't want to add it now because I don't want to spoil myself for certain situations that I may run into. I just don't know if I will or not, but I just don't want to chance that, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we're gonna start here and we're just gonna kind of make our way through, and then after that we're gonna get into our pools on Cookie. I have about 12k diamonds or gems or whatever they're called on there, just kind of saved up, and we're gonna use all of them. It's 3k per 10 cookies or whatever, and I'm trying to get the beast cookie, man. I have not lucked out, and that is something that I want to do. And then after that we're gonna be checking out REPO. This is my first time playing like this type of game, like a horror game, and I'm just pretty excited to give it a shot, you know? I'm excited to give it a try. I kind of want to have my volume up, but I don't want to have it super loud in my headset because I don't want to wake up my wife and kids. If I do accidentally scream or something like that, that may come up. I have no idea, no clue. But like I said, we'll see. We will cross that road when it happens, or that bridge when it happens. But let's get on into it. What's up, Tuna Sandwich? Welcome. Thank you. for coming. Thanks for hanging out. So let me lower the volume on Spotify here because I don't mind it in the background. I just don't want it to be mega loud. And if you guys mind it, oops, I did not mean to pull that over there, just kind of flung over there, but I don't mind it. We'll see what happens. Or actually, I think we're just gonna cut it off. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right, did anyone know this could happen? This is in Monster Hunter. I don't know which game they're talking about. It is, it says there's a spoiler here, but like I said in previous videos, I finished Monster Hunter Wilds, and I know a lot of people have too, so hopefully these things don't spoil things for you. What up, Apple user? Okay, let's get the volume going here. All right. Okay, so it looks like we got two monsters fighting right here. We're in. Oh, is he gonna fall off? Like, is he gonna fall down? Huh. I guess they just mean that attack that happened. That's not something that I've ever seen either, where, you know, Jin is just kind of hanging there on the edge and just blowing its ice. I've never seen that before. That's actually pretty cool. In-game weapon popularity. So this is for Monster Hunter Wilds. This is actually something that I am very interested in. So before looking at this, like, I'm not looking at my screen right now, I'm gonna guess that the longsword's probably number one. Okay, I'm looking down on purpose. I'm not trying to look at this. I'm guessing longsword's number one. I'm guessing lance is last. Top three have to be longsword, greatsword, and I'd probably say charge blade. So let's take a look. Okay, top thing is a dual blades. Oh no, okay, it is the longsword. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we have longsword as the top, dual blades next, we have the greatsword following that, and then we have the sword and shield here. Last is, we got 2.1. Wow, the light bowgun and the lance are both combined for last place. I'm actually shocked by that. Usually the light bowgun is a lot higher on the list. Wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sword and shield being number 4 is kind of crazy. And then we have 5 here at bow, and that kind of makes sense. And then 6 here at charge blade. 7 is gun lance, which is very surprising because gun lance is usually on the bottom of the list. And then we have I lost count. I think I said 7. And then 8 we have, is it switch axe? Yep. So switch axe is 8. That also surprises me, but I guess not really. It's kind of always been in the middle. And this is 9. And then it all goes into 2s. So there's 9. Oh no, here's 10 is the insect glaive. And then 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so hunting horn, light bowgun, and the lance are all tied at last place. Wow. I'm used to the lens being down there. Light bow gun is shocking. Hunting horn, not so much. I guess it's lost a lot of its utility, because you can heal yourself pretty easy and buff yourself pretty easy. And yeah, I don't know. That's kind of, I'm still a little shocked at like the bottom of the list. I'm gonna do something violent. This is Monster Hunter GU. And say so we get the setup. Ooh, frames are bad when we zoom it in like that. Oh my lord. That's absolutely terrible. The best part about Monster Hunter Wilds is you can actually pick up your traps. This is something that people have been begging for, right? I mean, the Rambro is literally laying there, getting ready to be captured, and then just easily walks away, hands free, and then you now have lost your trap. That sucks. It's a part of the game. Path of Exile 2 right now. Please do not swim. There isn't an animation for it. At least I warn you. At least they give you a warning here, right? This didn't about to be fire. So this is just Monster Hunter Wilds. They make little nice cabbage dishes in the game, and I'm a big fan of cabbage, so I'm not too upset about it. Is this a Lion King reference? This is a beautiful hind. Wow, that's awesome. That is super, super cool. Is this just common in the game? Like, is this just what happens in the game? Or is this their Pokemon? No, if it's their Pokemon, it'd be close. What up, Wrath? What up, dude? Is it me that thinks the background battles suck? Raid Shadow Legends. Does anyone actually play Raid Shadow Legends? Or, I mean, I guess there's people here. So maybe they do. I guess they do. I guess I dodged it. Okay, this is another Monster Hunter game. Okay, and they're using the charge or the switch axe, which we saw that is 8th on the list. Well, okay. I guess there's no way. That's pretty crazy. I've seen some pretty wild glitches in this game. I think this one right here might actually take the cake here. That's really crazy. And it always seems to be on the level where Jin is. Are you not a fan of the cabbage as far as veggies? You're more of a broccoli person. Broccoli's delicious. So is spinach, scallions, and carrots. I feel you, man. Those are some really good choices. They are very, very good, honestly. I love every single veggie except eggplant, unless it's cooked right. That's one veggie that kind of it has to be done the right way, and then I'll like it. No, we're not doing any Monster Hunter tonight. We're gonna be checking out Repo. I think it came out about a week ago. I know it kind of plays like oh God, what's the name of that game? Lethal Company, which I have not played before either, but I heard it's a good game. That's pretty crazy. So Jindahad was just running in circles and not touching you. It seems like all these glitches are happening in like with Jindahad. I haven't seen any other glitches unless it's here. You're a very big meat eater. I can't eat. That's funny. So you love the food in Monster Hunter World is what you're saying. Ooh, that's really, really cool. The blade from Elden Ring. Holy crap. I'm always just taken back to see like things like this, you know, like I'm not this kind of creative, and I don't think I ever would be unless I spent like a gazillion hours trying to be this creative. But Damn, this is just phenomenal. What is this? What is that? What is this? This is in Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I beat this game and I've put a lot of hours in this game and I've never ever seen anything like that. This is absolutely terrifying. And with the comparison of the two games, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, they definitely took a very dark approach in Tears of the Kingdom. No, I have not always been vegan. I've been vegan since 2013. So that's what, 12 years now at this point? If I'm doing my math correctly. Doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like the Riftstone in Monster Hunter Wilds DLC soon. Or does this look like the Riftstone? Or no, they did say doesn't. It kind of does. I can see the similarities.
Introducing Blueprint AI, built by.
You hate to scare. This is another person playing Raid. I guess people do play it. Does anyone else have pet peeves in this game? Sorry, this is personal. Okay, change your settings. I'll leave. What settings do they need to change? I don't understand. But I don't have any pet peeves in this game. No idea. Perfect guard counters are so satisfying to pull off. Okay, they're cooking. They're cooking. Oh, good lord. That's awesome. Holy crap. Yeah, that's some good damage there. And earlier we found out that the charge blade is what, the 4th most popular weapon in the game? Or was it number 5? I can't remember. So we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 there. Where's it at? 4, 5. Okay. The 5th most popular weapon in the game, which is, again, that's kind of crazy. Because it's usually on the bottom, but the improvements that they made to the weapon, I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I had the honor of playing with the Green Goblin, William Dafoe, and that's so funny. I like when people like have like clever names like this. The other day I saw God, the guys from Breaking Bad. I forgot their I forgot both of their names. Jesse and what's their main character's name? I can't remember. But I saw that and that was pretty damn cool. I slept on this game way too long. Arceus is such a phenomenal game. It's a really good game. Probably one of the coolest Pokemon games that came out. I mean, we'll see what they do with the next ones. I think it's X, Y, and Z or something like that. And I think they're coming out in the fall. But we'll see what they do with those games. But Arceus is it's a phenomenal game. Big W, big W. Ooh, a Magnamalo statue. Holy crap, this statue looks so badass. The texture detail is so nice. Ooh, we got Gore. We got Legiacrest, which I hope and pray that Legiacrest is in Monster Hunter Wilds. Valstrax, Mizu, and then we got Magnamalo, and then we have a question mark. Maybe they're deciding on getting something else. I have no idea, but we'll see. You can spectate the count. Oh, this is kind of cool. I actually just recently fought this dude on my other account, and my lord, was this like, I actually fought him twice. I fought him with my ranger and then also with my witch, and I think I enjoyed the hunt with the witch a lot more. But that's pretty cool that you could just kind of watch it from the top. And I hate that part. I hate that moment when he does that. It drives me crazy. No reason why Wilds is the best. Wow. Wow. I do love the editing of these. This is pretty cool. I still need to do mine. I tell myself like every single day that I'm gonna take the time and then I'm gonna edit my stickers or whatever these are called. But I never do. I just forget to do it, you know. It's like an afterthought to me sometimes, you know. I I I try to not have it be, but it just is sometimes. Oh, yeah. If you want to throw it in Discord so I could I'll take a side peek at it. But yeah, feel free, throw it in there, man. Okay, so we're finishing our Reddit right there. What time is it? It's 9:30. We have three videos to look at. One from Bloody White Variant, it's about the Switch Axe, which is my favorite weapon in the game. And then we have the Assassin's Creed Shadow Final Verdict by Gaming Instincts, also known as Rathalos Watch. And then we have this video here by Monster Hunter. But first, before we get into that, okay, I am throwing up some Cookie Run Kingdom here for maybe 5 minutes. We're gonna do some random pulls here and see if we get the beast cookie, or we're gonna see if my dreams are shattered. It's gonna be one of the two. I don't know. The beast cookie, I think we have a 0.2% chance to get the beast cookie. Okay, so I need to do that, and let's move it over here to this screen. And we're going to make it big. Boom. All right. And I actually need to cut the volume back on in the game. I actually cut it off just for a moment. I don't think I can do it here. Can I? Maybe I need to be like actually in the game. Yeah, I do. That I do. Sent it over. Dope. Let me pull it up here. Trying to throw it on the side over here. That's awesome. We're definitely gonna check it out. Okay. So first things first, like I said, I need to throw the music on. I had cut it off because it was just a little loud at the time. So maybe we can bump it up a little more, huh? Okay. Let's see if we get lucky here. Like I said, we have 2,000 or 12,000 of this currency. It costs 3,000 to do a pool here. We're gonna do that. Oh shit, I actually have this one here too. I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, we're gonna do this one here, and then we're gonna do, I think this is 4. So technically we're just doing 5 pools, and then we're gonna get over to our reacting videos. Ooh, she's cooking with love, baby. Monster Hunter Wilds look a little different today. What tile update is this? The cookie one. Okay. Okay, we could get something good here. All right, right out the bat. I already have this one. Were we getting 2? I don't know if we were getting 2. No, that's when we have 2. Okay, here we go. How lucky are we?
I wished for everyone's well-being to the moon.
This doesn't sound like who we want. The person that we want is a literal demon.
Pleased to meet you. I am
Okay, that's a healing person. Okay. They're not bad at all, but this is the one that we want here. We want the burning spice cookie. This is the cookie that I want, okay? We have a 0.03 chance. That is the lowest thing. Or this is a little bit lower, but that is extremely low chances to get this thing, okay? Now, there's certain animations that we're looking for when we're doing this, right? We want the gingerbread man, we want the person in the hood, and then we want the green hood on the right side. If we don't get those, we're skipping. Okay, this was almost that. Let's see how she's cooking. Have I ever spent money on this? I have spent, oh, we have two. I have spent 99 cents on this game. Not gonna lie to you, I have. It was a it was lucrative deal there that we had, you know what I mean? But outside of that, no, I haven't. And on top of that, it was not my own money. I have like this
all under my spell.
this also does not sound like a demon, but I have like an account on Google where I can like
What's your
earn money
cutie pie?
by like, that sucks. It's like this little question thing, I don't really know, but I earned a little bit of money on it. So the 99 cents that I did spend, it was not my actual money. Okay, this is our second one here. I feel like this is an ancient cookie. Oh, this is the dude. Yes, I already have this dude. You probably spend about 1,500 on Fortnite skins, but in the course of multiple years, holy shit. It happens. It happens. So that was an ancient cookie. I already have that cookie, and that particular cookie is a badass too, by the way. No, I've spent money on my fair gacha games, you know. I don't know if you've heard about Dragon Ball Legends, but I've spent money on that. Dragon Ball Dokkan, I've spent money on that. Not a lot, like not a lot, because I ain't got a lot of money. But Seven Deadly Sins is another one. I've spent money on that too. All right, come on, baby. I don't think this is a good cook here. All right, we skip these. All rares. All right, we got two more. We'll see what this one is. Is it a slow cook? Nope, we skipped that too. Yeah, that's true. I mean, people do, like, over time, they do spend a lot of money on these accounts. I mean, same thing with the other games that I play too. Or I don't play them anymore. But like Dragon Ball Legends, Dragon Ball Dokkan, Seven Deadly Sins, they're like anime gacha games, kind of like this. But if you have like some of the premier characters or whatever, people will spend like thousands of dollars for your account. You know, same thing with Fortnite too, as you know. You know, if you have some of the older ones, oh, that's nothing either. But if you have some of the older ones, people will like dish out some money for you, like for sure. Like, absolutely. All right. Well, we had no luck there. I mean, I guess we did because we did still pull an ancient. You know what I mean? We still got something good. But we did not get the 0.03 drop that we wanted. So, we're done with that one. Got every mountain. Wow. I actually wanted to get into WoW. I did. I really did. But I don't know. I just didn't like dedicate the time to WoW, if that makes any sense. Like, I played the demo or the trial or whatever that they give you. Same thing with Final Fantasy 14 online. And I know I would love them, but I feel like I would need to invest my entire life in those games to like fully enjoy them. You know what I mean? And plus they're like subscription based too, which over time that shit does add up. Like it's not only subscription based, but then you also have to buy the DLCs and shit too. I don't know. Yeah, I mean they do have the most insane crossovers. They really do. I mean we've seen every damn thing in the game, right? We've seen so many things, and they also do it very well. Like they make the stuff look good that they do in Fortnite, like the skins that they do. And then, you know, same thing with like I don't play it because I'm not trying to get destroyed by teenagers, so I don't really touch it. But my kids do, and the last thing that I saw was like the Godzilla thing that they did, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I can teach you to play if you want. The demo. The trial sucks because they don't give you the full. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Maybe, you know, maybe one day we'll get there. But right now, I don't know if I want to dedicate a lot of time to like WoW. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. I'm not crossing it off the list at all by any means, because it is something that I do want to get into. And I know it's just like any other game, like it's never too late to get into it, because you can still like get there, and they probably have things that kind of help you level up a lot faster or whatever, events, blah blah blah, something. I'm sure they do, but I don't know. We'll see. You know, I did play games like Lost Ark was something that I played. That was a phenomenal MMO, absolutely amazing. What class would you play? What are the classes? Let's see. Playable classes in WoW. And we're gonna take a look at this too. They're adding players housing to WoW soon. I'm hyped for that. So you like play it? Like you like for real play WoW? Warrior, tank damage, nope, I wouldn't play that. Paladin, tank healer, nope, wouldn't play that. Hunter or rogue, these two are some classes that I could get behind for sure. The priest, not playing that. Shaman, nope. Mage, nope. A warlock, maybe. A monk, no. A druid, no. Demon hunter, I'd have to. Let me see what that says. That sounds kind of fun. Maybe. And then a death knight, that sounds really cool. That would also be a maybe. But I'd say for my top two, I'd probably play a hunter or a rogue, because I like classes that are fast and do damage like that too. So warrior, death knight, druid, hunter, rogue, mage, warlock, monk, priest, shaman, evoker, demon hunter. Are those like the classes that you like? Because in Lost Ark, right, that's the game that I played a lot of. I don't know how many hours I have in it. A ton. I have so many hours. But classes that I would play in there were the assassin classes. So this is 3 years ago. These are just other people's videos. But this is like the style of a class that I like thoroughly enjoy. Let me make this a little big. So, you know, they're quick. They can do a lot of damage. But of course they tend to be a little bit more squishy, right? But like these are the classes that I really enjoy. So I don't know what class this would be in WoW. I'm assuming this would kind of be like an assassin or the rogue or the hunter. I'm assuming that they would be along the lines of this. I don't know, but this is just kind of what I would like to play. You know, very fast, very evasive, and can deal out just a shit ton of damage. The Shadow Hunter was by far my favorite class. I do like transforming classes too. Do they have any transforming classes in WoW? Like this one here, let me fast forward a little bit, because I know they have to show it at some point. Oh, this is a different class. They're not even showing it. Wow, they actually did not show it. But this class here, you can transform into a literal demon, and you get more damage, you get more speed, and dude, it's so fucking cool. I think Hunter and Rogue would be best for you. Hunters are easier to play through. Hey, well, dude, we may have to chop it up. We may have to chop it up, you know? Ooh, the Soul Eater, that's a new class. Oh my god. Okay. I need to stop looking at this before I end up sinking in a shit ton more hours in this game. Let's see. I'm just trying to show you the when they transform.
In this video, we're going to cover what it is to play a Shadow Hunter,
PV,
and why you'd want to play this class over any of the others. Owl deals a huge amount of damage and fears, and the third also knocks.
I don't think they're.
At the end of the ability.
I don't think they're really showing it.
Sometimes. Fallen Ruin is also they're a melee class. You'll be looking to poke and catch players who don't close and from further away at range. This makes them brilliant for beginners and good. Need to attack targets from behind, so positioning large for beginners and good for solo content. Great damage from up close and from further away at range. This makes them brilliant.
Ah, here they go. Now they're the demon. I guess you can't like fully see it, but they just like transform. And oh my lord, combat was great, but the anime style wasn't for me, so I stopped. I get that for sure. I stopped because it was just so pay to win. You know, like crafting your armor. Like it was either you spend money or you spend a crap ton of time, right? So, I mean, like you said, I mean, you played it, so you can understand. Because a lot of people will have like 20 classes to feed their main class or whatever to build them up, make them stronger, faster, or whatever it was. Like they had that. And it was either that or you just shell out thousands of dollars and then you become a god. It's one of the two. And I didn't have the time. I mean, I guess I did, but I didn't want to waste the time. And then I didn't have the money, or I didn't want to waste the money. So it became super pay to win. Korean MMOs are just pay to win. Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of crazy. My favorite MMO, if they would have done it a little better with the in-game content, was New World. I think New World is really, really, really awesome. But the in-game, just in the first part of the game, there just wasn't too much to do. And it was extremely repetitive. It kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter Wilds right now, actually. You just had like one or two things to really grind for. And like, you just do the same shit. You know what I mean? It just kind of got old and repetitive. But I know they like revamped it and done so many other things to make it a little bit better. I just haven't really played it any like recently, so I don't know like if it's really, really good. That's all. You know what I mean? The Druid can go from a bear for tanking, a guardian, spec, cat for DPS, That's kind of cool. And Owl's Chicken for range DPS. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Okay. So you're saying the Hunter is like a good class. You might talk me into it, man. You just may talk me into it. I'm just saying. I'll think about it. I'm sure you can probably convince me. It doesn't take like a lot of convincing. Oh, and a tree form for healing. Damn, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Here, let me pull this up too. Where is that video that you sent to Discord? Here it goes. Okay. So we'll throw that one at the end. We'll definitely check it out. Okay, let me close that. Yeah, you played Hunter for a while. The Beastmaster is a lot of fun. Hey, I have a lot of catching up to do. I guess I got to download it tonight. Play a little bit later. No, not really. Not really. All right, let's check out this first video by Bloody Wyverian. Monster Hunter Wild Switch Axe Academy. Offset tips and tricks. Is this just for the Switch Axe, actually?
Switch Axe's offset is particularly hard to hit because unlike other weapons, you cannot hold it, you have to perfectly time it.
God.
And on top of that, you have a wind-up animation.
Timing this, like, is very, very difficult. I usually try and wait till the monster, like, takes a step or something, right? And then I'll try and do it. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know. It's very, very difficult. Now, when you have someone like Gore, or I mean, even Ray Dow, like he's fighting right now, when they go flying in the air and they have their like dive attacks or whatever, I try and time those, one, because I think they'll look cool, but it's pretty damn hard to do it.
Before it becomes active. The good thing about it, you can access it anytime in X mode except during Wild Swing, and it has very good reach like most other X modes.
I love it.
In order to hit a successful offset, your attack has to connect with the monster's hurt box from its own attack. It doesn't need to perfectly hit them on their hurt box, but if you are behind the monster while it attacks somebody in front of it, your offset will most likely fail. So you can't just hit the monster anywhere.
Makes
while it is
sense.
attacking. However, there are two ways to set the offset up.
Dude, yeah, the hammer definitely got the short end of the stick. Definitely. The offset is cool, right? It sucks that they don't have the counter for Monster Hunter Rise or Sunbreak, because I think that's when they added the counter, was in Sunbreak, not Rise. I could have that mixed up, but they really, 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 really got the short end of the stick for sure. I will say there's a speed run that happened with the hammer, because all the speedrunners were just trying to see who could get the best time, and I think it was the Gunlance who got the best time, but they're fighting a tempered Gormagala. The Insect Glaive beat them in like a minute and 50 seconds or something, 40 seconds, I don't know. And then the Gunlance, or no, I think that's the Gunlance who did about a minute 40. I don't remember what it was. But the person who did the hammer, they did the offset attack. It was so cool. So like Gore went flying in the air, and then they started to do their regular attacks on the ground, and then they did the golf swing whenever it flew over, and it knocked. Dude, it was pure beauty.
Making it more easy to hit. First one is through the Fade Morph Slash. During the entire recovery animation of this move, the offset slash comes out
that's
much
cool.
faster than usual, allowing you to time it more.
Yeah, that was really
Since
quick.
You'll probably spend a lot of time in sword mode for its high damage.
Holy crap, that was really quick. Yes, the Gunlance is definitely broken. It is disgusting. I think, yeah, check the list. Out of all 14 weapons, it's number 5 out of like usage. It's usually always like 13 or 14, always. every single time. But it is such a dominant weapon in Wild, it's absolutely crazy.
This very quick fade morph is the perfect shortcut to the offset. If you run rapid morph, you can still use this technique since
Dude, the
rapid morph speeds up
fade
the morph
slash,
but not the recovery animation. Another similar effect lies on the unbridled slash or
that is
full
so
release
fast.
slash. Their recovery animations are very long, allowing you to observe the monster and choose what to do next. If you hit the monster shortly before it gets up again after
That's
a
actually,
knockdown or
that's
other
crazy.
long animations, you can utilize your recovery as a buffer to
I'm
react
actually
with
really
an
shocked.
offset to the monster's next move.
I'm actually
When
really
focus
shocked.
mode looks like you are ready to do an offset attack, you will have to do the startup animation.
Yep.
So focus mode probably won't help you a lot, but you can give it a shot if you want to practice.
And so this is normally how I get it whenever I play. I usually use the focus mode into the offset, but I have to try that. I have to try the fade into the offset.
Timing. Aside from these two little tricks, I'm sorry to say that it simply is a lot of practice, but I still have some tips for you. What I like to do when fighting a monster is ask myself which attacks are well telegraphed and could be offset. For me personally, the perfect sparring partner for practicing the offset is REPO. It has a lot of well telegraphed attacks that can be offset, especially when it drags
Oh
its
my
wing
god, that
blades
looks so
across the
beautiful.
ground, or its tail attacks are
Arcveld also
really
does too.
nice starting points to get the hang of the offset slashes. Another tip how I land a lot of offsets is trying to look for key moments in the monster's movement to start my offset. As soon as REPO's wing blades make contact with the ground,
You're doing the offset. Yep. And that's what I was saying too. Like, I usually wait until they move and then I'll do it. But, you know, I have to practice it a lot more. I'm not as talented as we see here.
Cabra holding its arm high above its head.
Yeah, this one's also a pretty easy one to time. I wonder.
Lifting off the ground.
I was gonna say, I wonder if he's gonna throw an Arcveld, because Arcveld is another one that's it's
backflip.
Very telegraphed.
Or Gormagala spinning in the air before plunging down on you.
This is the one I want to do.
Wire your brain onto key
that is the one I want to do.
You will
God, I need to practice this so much.
Perform these offsets instinctively and not think about them anymore. But again, it just is practice, and I hope this video helps you to get going with these very satisfying counters. About how offsets work, honestly, I have no freaking clue. So the first offset,
dude, that fade,
work, and I hope
the speed that you do this at with the fade is so crazy.
With these very satisfying counters. About how offsets work, honestly, I have no freaking clue. So the first
That's just absurd.
Will always be a knockdown. No exceptions as far as I'm aware. And most of the time you need like 3 or 4 more successful offsets
to do it again
until you get another knockdown.
Interesting.
But it has happened to me occasionally that I could knock a monster down 2 times in a row.
I wonder if it's also like time gated too. Like maybe you get the knockback right on the first attack, and then you kind of like stay in your counter status where you're just, or not status, but you stay in the mode of just trying to counter for a little bit with your with the sword mode, and then just, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes later down the line, then you try and offset again. I wonder if that'll work.
Damage based? Does it count the successful offsets? Is it time
Unless you're a speedrunner, then 5 minutes, that's kind of way past the point of the hunt.
I'm very sorry to admit that I don't know. It might be a mix of these things, like having a short cooldown and then counting the damage or so, but yeah, it's still a mystery. I did some testing with the Chatakara event quest and a REPO as well, doing 2 runs. One where I offset literally everything I can and nothing else, and another run where I offset the first attack and then leave the monster alone for a couple of minutes.
Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about.
And the results are so inconsistent. I of course also always pay attention on regular hunts, how many offsets I have hit and when do I get a knockdown, but I have nothing to show for right now, unfortunately. Kind of frustrating that I can't seem to find a pattern, but whatever. I already talked about the follow-ups in my full guide, but as a refresher, it depends on the type of successful offset first. On a knockdown, you can do a heavy slam follow-up with surprisingly low damage, but it will fill your switch gauge to almost 100%.
Damn.
Or you can follow up with a very juicy morph slash guaranteeing a file burst. fast, even if you aren't in M state.
Ooh, that's
if you
cool.
don't get a knockdown, you can still do a heavy slam, but it will be on the spot, so
Yep.
you don't pull yourself towards the monster. Or you can go for the spiral burst slash, giving you a big chunk of switch gauge if the attack connects. As a third option, you can
Well, that's
morph
nice.
attack with the double rising slash, so if the monster comes back at you again, you can potentially counter the next attack in sword mode. It is really impressive how many options you have with switch X at any given moment. And one last thing
That's so
about
awesome.
the offset slashes, there are some attacks like Radao's slam attack that are too powerful to offset. While you don't take much
I
damage,
see.
you get an animation similar to bouncing off a part that is too tough.
Okay, so you get a little bit of grit there. That's cool though.
The offset slash also got a very minor buff thanks to a hit stop. Hit stop means your attack animation will stop for a very brief moment, making hits feel more impactful. And believe it or not, but this short hit stop keeps the window for a successful offset open for longer. It's not a huge deal, but I had moments where my attack connected too early to the monster, but thanks to the hit stop I got a knockdown anyway.
That's
And
pretty
as
cool.
my final tip, I want to tell you, if you really want to get the hang of this mechanic, sit down for one session or like half an hour or so and try to do nothing but the offset attack. Choose your favorite monster. Good candidates for offset practice are Raidao,
Good idea.
Arkwelt, though bring enough potions. Nuudra also has some pretty well telegraphed attacks, and look
True.
for attacks that you see coming and you know, I can offset this one and make use of the tips from this video. And soon you will
like
easily incorporate them into your regular hunting sessions,
absolutely.
even on monsters you aren't too familiar with, and even chain them together. I really hope this video helps you at least a bit to get the hang of this amazing and satisfying new mechanic, and until the next episode of the SwitchX Academy, happy hunting everyone.
I love it. Honestly, that was a massive W. Learned a lot there. I will be practicing these things. I do want to take this into battle. So maybe, one of my upcoming streams, maybe one of the hunts I'll do, I will just do nothing but offsets to beat the monster. Sounds pretty fun. It's a pretty good video idea as well there, too. Massive W, Bloody Wyverian. If you don't follow Bloody, do it. Makes bangers, absolute bangers. All right, now we're going to get to the next video. We're going to look at some Assassin's Creed here. We'll be here for 25 minutes. All right, by Gaming Instincts, also known as Rathalos Watch. Go follow both of those pages. And I will sub now, and I will like the video now immediately, right off the bat. As we sit back to you. All right. So let's go big screen here. We're already in the 1440. All right, let's turn the volume up here.
Welcome to
Take a
Gaming
watch.
Instincts. Today, I'll be reviewing Assassin's Creed Shadows
This voice sounds so familiar, man. I've heard it before.
on PC. I've had the pleasure of playing this game over the past 2 weeks, and now it's time to finally talk about the next big entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise. A big thank you to Ubisoft for this opportunity.
First and foremost, this game already, let me back this up a second. This looks so damn beautiful, okay? It's the first thing I want to talk about. Holy crap.
Finally talk about the next big entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise. A big thank you to Ubisoft for this opportunity. So, did Ubisoft deliver on the most requested historical setting? Has this new entry taken the franchise to the next level? Are these new characters destined to be remembered forever?
Oh my
Or is
god.
this just another example of Ubisoft's downward spiral and a disappointing step for Assassin's Creed as a whole? I am here to answer all of your
I guess we will find out, right? It's actually at 4K. Yeah, I lowered it to 1440. I don't want to throw it in 4K because I don't know what's gonna happen if I do. Because sometimes the video might work, sometimes the video won't work. My PC is not the best PC of PCs. It can do 4K, but with me also like streaming and whatnot, I don't know. If I put it in there, it may not go so well.
burning questions in this full in-depth review. Be sure to stick around for the entire video to catch my final score, rated on a 10-point scale. Here at Gaming Instincts, our reviews are always honest and unbiased, and we break them down into storyline, gameplay, graphics, art style,
And that's what we love, baby. Unbiased. That's what we
audio,
love.
performance, and of course, a final conclusion with the final verdict. If you are looking for the latest video game reviews
Got
and
his
the
ass.
hottest trending gaming industry news, make sure to visit our website over at
Ooh, okay.
gaminginstincts.com and subscribe
Okay. So we get the assassin or the assassination, and then we pull him in the back too to hide him.
Subscribe to this YouTube channel.
I like
Without
that.
further ado, let's begin. First things first, let's talk about what Assassin's Creed actually is, in case you've never played it before. Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft's flagship and most popular franchise. Originally released back in 2007 during the PS3 and 360 era, it's a sci-fi themed series where a character uses a machine called Animus, which allows them to relive the memories of their ancestors. However, the key hook is that these memories always take place in a real-world historical periods. Assassin's Creed 2, for example, took place during the Italian Renaissance, while Assassin's Creed 3 was set in the 18th century colonial America, and the list goes on. As you can probably tell,
amazing
Assassin's Creed
games.
Shadows is all about feudal Japan. For nearly 2 decades, fans have been begging Ubisoft to create an Assassin's Creed game set in this period, and now that time has finally come.
Finally
but
doing
the real
it.
question is this everything fans have been dreaming of in a Japanese-themed Assassin's Creed? Let's find out.
Wow. Wow. That assassination was so clean.
Is this everything fans have been dreaming of in a Japanese-themed
That was so clean.
Assassin's Creed? Let's find out. First, let's talk a bit about the storyline and characters in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Don't worry, I won't be showing or discussing any major plot points in this video. This will just be a short, spoiler-free overview to give you a sense of what to expect from the story before you dive in yourself. Plot has always been a key pillar of the Assassin's Creed franchise, so it's important that I cover it to a certain extent in this review. Assassin's Creed Shadows is set in 16th century Japan toward the end of the Sengoku period, and just like every Assassin's Creed game, it focuses on the ongoing conflict between the Assassin Brotherhood and the Templar Order. It's the same song and dance the franchise has followed since day one, but honestly, that's perfectly fine. It's what fans expect and want from an Assassin's Creed game. For the past few years, it's become a trend for Ubisoft to introduce multiple protagonists in Assassin's Creed games, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is no exception. This time, there are 2 main characters who take the center stage. Fujibayashi Naoya, who is a kunoichi, a female shinobi. In other words, a shinobi is essentially what most people would recognize as a ninja. Then there's Yasuke, an African samurai inspired by the real historical figure of the same name. Both characters play key roles in the storyline of Assassin's Creed Shadows. One thing worth noting is that for roughly the first 12 hours, you primarily play as Naoya. During this time, the game focuses heavily on her backstory, her personality, and her goals. Later, you'll learn about Yasuke, how their paths cross, and how they eventually become allies. From that point on, both characters become fully playable, and you can switch between them on the fly. It's
that's
a
cool.
Noticeably different approach to dual protagonists compared to previous titles in the series.
I like
Assassin's
that.
Creed Odyssey, which was released in 2017 and
Oh my god, Odyssey. This is the opening scene of the game, of course. Wow. What an amazing game.
You could choose to play as either Cassandra or Alexios, and that choice locked in your character and gender for the entire game
And I played Cassandra.
from start to finish. However, they
Such
played
a
exactly
badass.
the same, aside from some minor dialogue differences and of
Yep.
course their gender. There wasn't much that set them apart. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, Yasuke and Naoya offer completely different playstyles when it comes to both traversal and combat. I'll go into much greater detail on how they differ later in the review when we get to the gameplay section.
I like that. I think that's pretty cool. I feel like that gives the game a little bit more replayability, right? Like maybe you want to run the story only with her, and then you want to do it again with only him, or you just kind of mix and match between the two depending on how you're feeling that day, you know? I think that's cool.
This particular Assassin's Creed game leans heavily into cutscenes and storytelling. If you're into games like The Witcher 3 and don't mind a slower start, this will be right up your alley. However, if you're hoping to jump straight into the action and start assassinating Templars within the first hour, that will not be the case, unless you decide to skip cutscenes, which I strongly advise against. Doing so
wasn't Ghost like that? Ghost of Tsushima? Wasn't it pretty also pretty like heavy with story, you know? It wasn't like how Elden Ring is when you can just kind of hop in and go for it. I mean, I don't mind the stories. I think it's pretty cool.
Would ruin the build-up, excitement, and anticipation that the plot delivers. One thing I want to mention about the cutscenes is that they are locked at 30 frames per second, no matter how powerful your PC is. You'll also notice black bars at the top and bottom of the screen. Ubisoft chose this approach to emulate a cinematic feel, similar to how movies and TV shows are typically presented. This might turn off some players, as the shift from 30 FPS cutscenes to 60 FPS gameplay, or vice versa, can feel a bit jarring. That said,
I get it, but we see it a lot, you know what I mean? Like, take, for example, Monster Hunter Wilds, you had your 60 frame stories where they look beautiful, and then it goes back to the cutscene and The person doesn't look as amazing as they did while the cutscene was happening, but it happens. It happens. I personally don't mind things like that.
Doesn't impact the gameplay itself, so personally it didn't bother me. Still, I thought it was worth pointing out. Throughout your journey in Assassin's Creed Shadows, you'll encounter a wide variety of characters. Some are side characters who offer their own quests, while others might seem harmless and innocent only to turn out to be something else entirely. I won't spoil who
That's
they
awesome.
are or show them in this video,
I like
but
that.
just know that the game is packed with twists and turns around nearly every corner.
I
Some
like
will be
that a lot.
predictable, others might catch you off guard. It really depends on your intuition and how you read each character, especially when they say certain things or speak with suspicious tones. To be honest, this is where
Now, can you destroy any character that you want in the game? Let's say you're walking and things are going a little bit sus, and you're like, nah, I'm done with you, son.
Assassin's Creed Shadows shines the most for me in terms of its storyline. There are plenty of moments where you'll find yourself saying things like, I knew this was the asshole behind all of this. Or, on the flip side, well, I guess this person was innocent after all. It honestly feels like there's a bit of Among Us energy in the game, and for me, that's a lot of fun. Finally piecing things together and figuring out who's really who. Before we dive into the gameplay section, I want to quickly touch on Naoya's and Yasuke's storylines, and don't worry, I won't spoil anything. In my humble opinion, Naoya is a fantastic character. I won't go into what happens to her at the start or any specific point in the game, but I will say that I quickly became attached to her and found myself genuinely curious about what would happen to her next. Ubisoft did a great job making her the driving force of the story. The
That's
deeper
awesome.
I got into the game, the more answers I uncovered, but at the same time, new questions kept popping up. That's what makes Naoya such an engaging and well-rounded protagonist. As for Yasuke, I'm afraid I can't say the same. If I'm being brutally honest, I kind of wish Naoya had been the sole protagonist in this entire game, but it feels like Ubisoft
Understandable.
wanted to be overly ambitious with their storytelling by introducing a second figure, one that you don't even get to know much about until after the first 12 hours. At first I was curious about Yasuke, but as the story progressed, his inclusion started to feel forced. His cutscenes felt dull, and honestly, I just wanted to skip them. After Ubisoft set up such an amazing arc with Naoya, I couldn't bring myself to care about this guy at all. I am sorry, but that's just how I felt.
Hey, that's completely understandable. If I'm being 1000% honest here, I'm probably just gonna play her. You know, if I'm just being honest here. And this is not even getting into like understanding who the characters are and whatever. I'm a big fan of playing like a woman character who's also like a badass. It's just so fucking cool to do that, you know? So I'm already probably just gonna solely play her. I know you were just talking about how you have to play him in certain situations, but when it comes to the point where I have to choose in between the two, I'm just keeping a buck, man. I'm probably just gonna play as her.
Pretty confident that deep down, Ubisoft always intended for Naoya to be the true protagonist of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yep.
The one who actually matters from start to finish. You'll probably see this for yourself when you play through the story. My issue with Yasuke is that I just didn't find him interesting at all. He's just kind of there, doing his own thing with his own agenda. Honestly, it would have been much better if Yasuke had his own dedicated story in a future standalone DLC, a season pass, or even his own game entirely. His introduction right after those first 12 fantastic hours with Naoya completely disrupted the pacing for me. Now, instead of staying focused on Naoya,
I wonder if that's going to throw a lot of people off. You know, like they're going to be playing the game so heavy with her and enjoying who she is, and then they switch over to him, and they're like, nah, this ain't it. And then they just stop playing the game.
I actually cared about, I also had to juggle Yasuke's storyline, and it felt like a chore. Another issue I had is that some main quest
God, I hate when that happens.
to play as Yasuke because they're tied directly to his story. This means you don't have the option to stick with Naoya, and as I mentioned earlier, they play completely differently. Yasuke's gameplay is the polar opposite of what Assassin's Creed is traditionally known for, and that's a major problem.
It makes sense. I mean, he's big and broody.
I've told you more than enough about what to expect without spoiling anything. Let's shift gears and dive into the gameplay. The overall gameplay flow of Assassin's Creed Shadows is mostly positive, at least when you are not being forced to play as Yasuke, but I'll get into that more later.
What a throw.
When it comes to stealth and exploration, I think it's a big improvement over what Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Odyssey offered. The stealth mechanics and exploration here feel far more refined and satisfying. One of the biggest complaints fans had
Dude, these assassinations are so freaking cool already. We've only seen what, 3? I need to play this game already.
Was how bloated and overwhelming they felt, especially when trying to explore every nook and cranny on the world map and complete everything the game threw at you. I'm happy to say, for the most part, Assassin's Creed Shadows has eliminated that bloat. The game world still feels sizable, but it's far more focused and meaningful this time around. Assassin's Creed Shadows is still a large game, but it feels more contained and much better balanced in terms of content. The world map doesn't feel nearly as overwhelming as it did in the past entries. Honestly, my favorite part of this game is the exploration. It just feels more fun and natural.
I thought you were laying that over, and then a fire was going to happen. That's what I thought was going to happen right there.
Compared to previous titles. For example, one activity has you hunting down samurai daoshai hidden within castles. Once you find and slay all of them, you will unlock a chest that usually contains valuable gear for your character. And of course, the classic viewpoints return. You'll climb into a high vantage point, survey the area, and then leap into a bale of hay or a body of water. Speaking of treasures and gear, they are much more...
my goodness. Is this just absolutely beautiful? Holy crap.
This time around compared to previous games. You no longer have to run around the entire world map collecting pointless hidden treasures just to complete a checklist. That's been kind of removed. You'll still come across regular chests, but they mostly contain things like resources for your hideout or cosmetics. Thankfully, there aren't nearly as many of them this time around, and most are found naturally through regular exploration rather than relying on a map to track them all down. I really appreciate that change. There were also times when I stumbled across random NPCs who attacked me, and after taking them out, I discovered they were actually tied to a major side quest I hadn't even found or accepted yet. Turns out they were part of some kind of unknown organization in the game. It completely caught me off guard, but in a good way. I always appreciate emergent and surprising gameplay like this. It's a big plus in my book. For your travels,
that's pretty
cool. Have a trusty steed to help you get from place to place. However, I did run into some issues with the horse, mostly related to its handling. There were times when it would randomly bump into objects, even when I was clearly following a straight road, and
kind of sounds like the Sacred, if we're being honest, right there.
Turning around sometimes felt clunky and unintuitive. It didn't happen all the time, but when it did, it was pretty frustrating. Honestly, if my destination wasn't too far, I usually just chose to run there on foot instead. I only really used the horse for longer distances, around 1,000 meters or so. There are also character-specific side activities you'll come across. For example, if you're playing as Naoya, you might find special locations where she performs a meditative activity known as Kujikiri. It's essentially a minigame where she sits down to meditate, and you need to follow the rhythm by pressing the buttons that appear on the screen in time with the beats. The longer you meditate, the harder it gets as the buttons and circles eventually disappear from the screen. Surprisingly, it's a pretty relaxing minigame, and if you complete it successfully, you'll earn a knowledge point, which can be used to unlock new abilities in Naoya's mastery tree. Some Kujikiri sessions will even unlock side quests that dive into Naoya's past, including her relationship with her father. In my opinion, this is a great implementation of side content.
I saw you miss one.
Is generally fun and has meaningful backstory to a character you're already invested in. You'll also come across temples during your exploration where you'll need to find hidden pages. Collect all the pages and you'll be rewarded with knowledge points. On top of that, there are shrines scattered throughout the world.
Oh my god, is that a cat? 10 out of 10 game already. I'm sold.
Where you can stop and pray to pay your respects, and yes, these also grant knowledge points. The point I am making here is simple. Exploration is key to progressing your character, and honestly, I really like that. The Kujikiri activity is exclusive to Naoya, while Yasuke has his own unique side activities such as kata and horse archery. In kata, Yasuke practices and learns combat moves by following button prompts. In horse archery, in kata, Yasuke practices and learns combat moves.
Just seeing this weapon. Just seeing this weapon that he's using, I already don't want to use him at all. Not one bit. I prefer, very fast weapons. Being very evasive. This guy does not look like he is by any means.
Following button prompts.
It's Assassin's Creed, right? Not
in horse archery,
Elden Ring.
You eliminate targets while your horse moves automatically on a set path. These activities are a nice way to break up the pace and give you something different to do outside of the main storyline, while also granting knowledge points so you can progress your character. If you want to max out your characters as quickly as possible, make sure to complete all the side activities you come across. Thankfully, they're relatively short and don't overstay their welcome, so they never feel like a chore. Now let's talk about the masteries. They're essentially the skill trees or specs for your characters. Naoya has a total of 6. Katana, Kasarigama,
oh my lord. Florida.
Assassin. As nowhere, you'll have access to 3 different weapons. First, there's the katana, your standard traditional Japanese blade. Then there's the kusarori yagama, a sickle and chain weapon that can slash, cut, disarm, and pull enemies.
They need to add that weapon into Monster Hunter.
And even knock them unconscious. It can be used both up close and from a distance. Finally,
Just saying.
there's the Tento, a dual-wield weapon best used from behind for stealth kills. It's probably the closest thing to a classic ninja weapon. And yes, it comes with an iconic hidden blade attachment that fans of the Assassin's Creed series
Love
will
it.
recognize immediately. The variety of weapons here is quite nice, and as you progress through the game, you'll eventually unlock all the abilities tied to each of your weapons' masteries. The tools mastery focuses on items like kunai, smoke bombs, and other gadgets. The shinobi tree leads into your ninja abilities, such as vaulting, using a grappling hook, deflecting attacks, and
Love
performing
it.
kicks. And then of course there's the assassin's tree, which is centered around stealth and boosting your assassination damage. If you're aiming for the classic Assassin's Creed experience and want to play purely stealthy from start to finish, this is the mastery I recommend investing in right now.
And that's exactly how I'm gonna play the game. Like full stealth. Full stealth.
Wait, that said, many of the
I mean,
masteries
at least
complement
that's what I say until I start playing it, and then I make, different decisions. But right off the rip, right now, that's how I would play this
each
game.
other really well. For example, combining points into Tanto and Assassin makes for great synergy since they naturally go hand in hand. As for Yasuke, he also has 6 different masteries along with access to 5 distinct weapons: the long katana, naginata, kanabo, and teppo. The long katana is simply a longer Japanese blade. The naginata is a 2-handed spear-like weapon, more
Yeah, I'm
like a
over it.
halberd that excels at area of effect attacks, making it ideal when you're surrounded by multiple enemies due to its wide attack range. Then there's the kanabo, a massive 2-handed blunt weapon. It's extremely slow, but if you land a hit, it's devastating. It can knock enemies away and even slow them down. Next up is the teppo, a front-loaded flintlock rifle with a much longer range than the bow. It's a fun weapon to use, but it's loud and feels like the complete opposite of what you'd expect in an Assassin's Creed game. And finally, you have the bow, which can serve as a long-range assassination tool. You can even spec it to apply poison buildup, which I thought was a nice touch. In conclusion, there's a ton of variety here when it comes to combat, and I do commend Ubisoft for that. However, this is where my issue starts to kick in. Yasuke is so overpowered, it's
That looked
honestly
pretty cool.
ridiculous and not in a good way. His gameplay is what I'd call loud and dumb. After spending around 12 hours sneaking around as Naoe, the moment you unlock Yasuke, the game shifts into a full-on melee brawler, and in my opinion, is just silly. His arsenal is so versatile and powerful that if you're just trying to power through the story, there's barely
I love how you're just destroying this dude in this corner, and everyone's just like watching in the background.
his arsenal is so
These other 2 people are like, I don't know if I really want to go in there right now.
versatile and powerful that if you're just trying to power through the story, there's barely a reason to go back to playing as Naoe. Even boss fights become
What was that hit?
that if you're just trying to power through the story, there's barely a reason to go back to playing as Naoe.
He got hit with a Sparta 300 kit, and his ass went flying. That's crazy.
Even boss fights become much easier when you're using Yasuke. He has a much larger health pool, and taking over castles becomes a complete joke, especially if you spec into his lifesteal ability, which lets him regain health
Ooh,
after
yeah,
every
that's-
enemy kill. His kicks are ridiculously
Yeah, that's crazy.
powerful and can send enemies flying. And yes, you can even spec his kicks to launch larger enemies too, which is just comical. On top of that, if you see a door, you can
Yeah, that's
simply charge
crazy.
into it and break it down like a bull. While some players might find Yasuke's superhuman abilities and brawler playstyle fun, I honestly
I guess I get it, right? With you saying it like that, I guess I get why people would enjoy this character, because there are people who do like the more like brute, straightforward strength approach, right? In games, right? I get it. Like your people, we're talking about WoW earlier, like your people who are running your warrior classes, right? Where you're just kind of strong and just kind of running everyone over, right? So I can understand like why some people may like that. I can get that.
find it insulting to the Assassin's Creed fanbase that Ubisoft
But-
allow.
And that's what I was gonna say too. But that's not like Assassin's Creed at all. Like, not at all.
out something like this into the game. There's nothing assassin about Yasuke at all, maybe besides his bow, but playing as him feels like stepping into an entirely different game, where the character is just a non-stop violent barbarian. And yes, I know some people will say, well, just play as Naoe instead. And guess what? That's exactly what I did for the majority of the game. Aside from the missions that
that kick is so funny.
just play as Naoe instead. And guess what? That's exactly
Oh my lord.
Aside from the missions that force you to play as Yasuke due to story requirements. To me, Yasuke is a complete detriment to the game, both from a narrative and gameplay perspective. Like I said earlier, he should have had his own spotlight, maybe as a part of a future DLC, a season pass, or even his own standalone game, or better yet, he should have been part of a completely different IP, because he has none of the core traits of an assassin. And yes, I get it, Ubisoft wanted to deliver the power fantasy of playing as a samurai instead of an assassin, and that's exactly what they did with Yasuke. The funny thing is, Ubisoft already delivered this kind of a fantasy years ago with For Honor, which still gets plenty of support and updates to this day. For those
oh my god, dude. I tried playing For Honor with my brother, and I love the game, right? I love the game. But I was so bad at it. There's so many like sweaty people who play For Honor. I love the game though. It was very, very, very fun. I wonder if it's like, if they still have like a pretty big fan base. I'm sure they probably do, but we used to play it. I don't know. I don't have like a lot of hours in it, but it was a fun ass game.
Who do not know, For Honor is another Ubisoft title where you can play as different types of warriors from a variety of cultures, including samurai. So I am not sure why they felt the need to shoehorn samurai gameplay into an Assassin's Creed game. Regardless, I feel Yasuke was a waste
it doesn't
of
make any
resources
sense.
and development time. That energy could have been better spent focusing on other aspects of the game. One last thing I'll mention about Yasuke is that exploring the world while playing as him is virtually impossible. For example, he doesn't have a grappling hook like Naoe, and he can't even climb towers to reach viewpoints. In reality, the entire exploration system becomes unplayable if you stick with Yasuke. Naoe is the only one who can fully explore the world. She's lighter, smaller, and much more agile, and has the necessary tools for climbing and navigating the environment. This makes Yasuke useful for one thing: storming castles and killing guards to complete objectives, or breaking down a few doors if that's
and like playing the entire game. You know what I mean?
your thing. Playing as Naoe just feels much more true to the identity.
Oh, they did just release it in person.
Are blast to use, especially the Tento.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Rigama is great too, but it requires more patience and a bit of practice to master. It's trickier, but not in a bad way. When it comes to stealth, I think it's very well done here. You can even equip gear that boosts your damage at night.
That's what we love to see right there. That is what we love to see. Also, again, put that weapon in Monster Hunter,
which I thought was a cool passive perk. One more gameplay element I want to quickly mention.
If this weapon becomes a Monster Hunter weapon, it is literally the only weapon I would use forever for the rest of my life. I love the switch axe, do not get me wrong. It's my favorite weapon in the game, but if they were ever to bring in I can't pronounce the name properly, but it's like a sickle and chain, right? That's the that's the people who are uneducated. You call it a chain and sickle. But I would use that
is the hideout system, which serves
over
as
anything.
this game's version of real estate. Ubisoft has played around with this concept before, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is no exception. You get a fully customizable space where you can place a variety of buildings, set pieces, and decorations for your hideout.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
As you progress through the game, you'll also find cosmetics hidden in chests that can be used to personalize your base. Some buildings even serve gameplay functions like the Forge, which allows you to upgrade your gear. It's a neat addition if you ask me, but to be honest, I kind of forgot it even existed. I was only reminded of it whenever I unlocked new cosmetics while exploring castles and opening treasure chests. It's not a major part of the gameplay, it's more of a side customization feature than anything else. I had no problem progressing through the game with
I like that. I like how they don't force you to do that. I really like that. That's awesome. Like, if you have the time and you want to put the time in to make your house all cool and dope or whatever, you can, but you don't have to. Like, you're not forced to do that. I like that.
Upgrading my gear, or even using the Forge in the hideout. You'll find plenty of gear naturally as you level up. That said, if you enjoy customization features or player housing systems, there's definitely some fun to be had here, but for me...
I do. I played a lot of The Sims, okay? A lot of The Sims, okay? Sims 2 was probably like the biggest W of the Sims franchise, but I do love it.
Personally,
I love
I'd rather just keep
customization.
exploring the world map and seeing what's out there. After all, no one's going to see my hideout unless I take
Yep.
screenshots and post them on social media. Overall,
Facts.
I enjoyed the gameplay in Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I really wish Yasuke wasn't
It looked like he ran from him.
and post them on social media. Overall, I enjoyed
Look, he's running behind him. My boy heard those
the
footsteps.
gameplay in Assassin's Creed
He said, "Get me out of
Shadows,
here!"
but I really wish Yasuke wasn't part
And then he saw his homies. He was like, "Oh shit, I forgot. I actually need to fight."
of it at all. He completely ruins the pacing and it feels like he was shoehorned in. To be fair, Ubisoft at least gives you the option to choose who to play for the most of the game, which helps. Without that choice, it could have been much worse. But at the same time, it could have been much better if they had focused all their resources and development on other gameplay aspects and just let Nowhere be the sole protagonist. They could have created more activities centered around Nowhere or
Dude, yeah.
added more interesting
OG
side characters
Sims was
to
fun.
enrich the world
Hell
and
yeah.
explore. Yasuke doesn't make the world feel deeper. If anything, he detracts from gameplay that was already solid in the first 12 hours. Sorry, Ubisoft, but this was a major misstep. With a storyline and gameplay
Like I said, I won't play him like unless I'm kind of forced to. But I can see why people would like that kind of style. The broody samurai, the power. I get it. I get it.
out of the way, let's talk about the presentation of Assassin's Creed Shadows, including its visuals, audio, and performance. First and foremost, this game is absolutely stunning when running in maximum settings. From what I understand, Ubisoft built this on their updated Anvil engine, and they've done a fantastic job making feudal Japan look and feel alive. I love
It is
running
very
through
beautiful.
the lush green landscapes, just taking in the trees and the scenery. There are so many gorgeous vistas and small details to admire. And don't even get me started
Look
on
at
the weather
that,
effects. They're
man.
so well done that I could practically feel the breeze on my face. The rain looks incredible too, especially
I wonder if the PS5 controller, because I'm going to play it on PS5, because if I try and run this on my PC would probably explode. But I wonder, because they have like the synth setting or whatever the hell it is in the bottom part here, and the speaker right there. I wonder if like it comes with different sounds or different noises and sounds. I guess that's the same damn thing. But you get what I'm trying to say.
with ray tracing enabled, creating beautiful reflections all around you. What really blew me away though was the passage of time and how the seasons dynamically change as you play. I was pleasantly surprised that you can experience.
I gotta stop this for a second. Is that blood on the blade? Like you took someone out and then you still have blood on the blade? If that's what that is, that's pretty damn cool.
The entire world map during winter, complete with snowfall. It really adds another layer of immersion to the game. I think my favorite seasons though are spring and summer.
Oh, look
The
at
world
that.
just looks
Beautiful.
absolutely stunning during those times. And yes, there's also a full day and night cycle, which
Those are my favorite times too. I really like the spring and summer in actual real life too. I hate winter. It just snowed today where I'm at and I want to cry. It's literally March and it's snowing.
even affects gameplay. You can now create your own shadows by turning off lights both outside and inside buildings, making stuff more dynamic than ever. After everything
Oh,
I've
that is
experienced
blood?
visually,
That's
I have to
awesome.
say this is the best looking Assassin's Creed game to date if you are able to run it on max settings. However, all that beauty comes at a steep cost. I reviewed the game on a high-end PC running a 4090 RTX
Okay.
GPU paired with a Ryzen 9
That's what I'm
7950
saying.
CPU, and I could not maintain a smooth frame rate at an 84K resolution unless I enabled DLSS with frame generation, which I think is kind of unacceptable. Honestly, I shouldn't have to rely on frame generation to hit high frame rates with a top tier
See, if I was to play this game on my PC, it would look like Tomb Raider on the PS1.
GPU. And yes, I know the 5090 RTX is the latest card on the market, but there's not a massive leap in raw power between it and the 4090. From where I'm standing, this feels like a poor optimization on Ubisoft's part. Maybe there's some CPU bottlenecking going on, but I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I was disappointed with the game's raw performance on a 4090 RTX, especially when all my other modern games run fine at an 84K without DLSS. And honestly, I don't even want to imagine how poorly this will run on consoles if my high-end PC is already struggling without the help of upscaling and frame generation.
That's fair.
That wraps up performance and visuals, but there's one more thing I wanted to mention about the game's presentation: the main menu. Assassin's Creed Shadows is now part of a new platform called the Animus Hub, formerly known as Assassin's Creed Infinity Hub. Its first iteration makes its debut right here in this title. This brand new main menu now acts as a platform for all Assassin's Creed titles. You can actually jump into a memory of your choice, and in this case, a memory is just Ubisoft's way of referring to an Assassin's Creed game. For example, you can launch Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, Mirage, and of course, Shadows, all directly through the Animus Hub. I actually like how Ubisoft handled this.
What? That's crazy. That's pretty tight.
You no longer need to exit out of one game just to boot up another through the Ubisoft
It's
launcher
worse
or
than
your
Wilds.
console.
That's
I'm
tough.
not sure if they plan to add much all the titles, but going forward, I'd expect new memories to show up here as more games are released.
That's
it's
cool.
a very convenient feature, and in my opinion, a step in the right direction.
That's really cool.
One last thing I want to cover is the sound design in Assassin's Creed Shadows. For me, voice acting is crucial in a game that leans heavily on its story and characters, and I'm happy to say I am pretty satisfied with
and
what's
the music
offered here. Naoya sounds great, her voice is fitting and not annoying, and comes with an authentic accent. The same goes for Yasuke. Both actors did a solid job bringing their characters to life, and thankfully the rest of the cast, whether it's villains, side characters, or allies, also deliver strong performances. That said, I think the real standout here is the soundtrack. I love the Japanese motif paired with mysterious ambient tones
That's
that fit
awesome.
Assassin's Creed vibe perfectly and help make the soundtrack truly
I don't
memorable.
think people understand how like music can make such a difference in a game, right? Especially if you're playing something like this where they're trying to be very heavy in their traditions. If the music isn't right, man, the vibe isn't right, you know? Same thing with games like Monster Hunter World. When you're hunting these big monsters or getting in these like epic scenes, the music can like help you in those fights. You know what I mean? Like it just feels good. So music plays a very, very, very big role. At least for me. I'm speaking for myself here.
Here, let's take a quick listen.
10 out of 10. This is some good music. I love I love how the music is so like peaceful and relaxing, but you're just like whooping ass in the background.
The only odd thing I noticed in terms of sound design is that in certain sequences, some strange licensed Japanese pop music kicks in. I'm not exactly sure why Ubisoft chose to include this, but it completely killed the vibe and feels totally unnecessary. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about once you play the game.
Oh my god.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is
Look
a good
how
game,
beautiful
but it
this
could be
is.
much better. The foundation is strong and there are plenty of good ideas here. Visually, the game is stunning, the stealth mechanics are well executed, and the exploration is genuinely enjoyable. However, after that 12-hour mark, when Yasuke was fully introduced and unlocked, the game started to lose its charm.
Dropped a little bit, yeah.
Enjoying the focus on Naoya, and then Yasuke gets thrown into the mix for the rest of the story and gameplay. I just didn't care about his character or his storyline, and being forced into the main quest missions where you have no choice but to play as him became a frustrating disruption to the otherwise solid pacing. On top of that, his gameplay doesn't feel like it belongs in an Assassin's Creed game at all, as I previously said. Honestly, this could have been close to a masterpiece if Ubisoft had stuck with Naoya as the sole focus. To be fair, the game still has more good than bad, but the rough spots like the poor optimization definitely drags it down. On top of that, Ubisoft continues its trend of greed by adding microtransactions and allowing
baby.
armor complete with insane
What is a game without microtransactions? What is a game? It just does. It's not a thing, man. You have to have them. Unfortunately, we will continue to see this trend in every single game.
Stats that actually affect gameplay. And since there are 2 playable characters, that means double the armor and weapons to tempt you to spending even more money. Oh, and yes, you can even unlock the entire map by paying real cash.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild right there. That is crazy. Instead of exploring and checking the map out, you can just throw some money on there, man, and you can see the entire thing. That's crazy.
In previous titles, you could unlock maps using in-game currency, but now we're in an era where you either explore it yourself or pay up. I get it, game development is expensive these days, but this is a full price.
Not gonna lie, that shit's kind of drippy. I wouldn't pay for it, right? I wouldn't pay for it, but that shit looks cool. And it looks like you have your own separate perks too. Health, crucial damage, vulnerable damage. You kind of pay for perks too. We can consider that pay to win, can't we?
price $70 game, and all the entries in the series never had this level of monetization until recent times. These
God
microtransactions
damn.
make it feel like a cheap mobile game knockoff, and it's honestly disappointing. This is also a single player game where you can't even show off your gear to other players online, so I don't see the point of it, other than Ubisoft
Facts.
trying to squeeze more money out of their player base.
Yep.
Normally, I'm fine with spending money on skins, but not in a single player game where it actively makes the gameplay easier.
That's
that
fair.
level of greed is just ridiculous and honestly pretty pathetic.
That's
I'm
cool.
only okay with buying extras in live service games where other players can actually see your cosmetics.
That's
and
fair.
where they stay purely cosmetic and the game is mostly free to play. Unfortunately, that is not the case here with Assassin's Creed Shadows. With all of that said, Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting a final score of
That's wild.
7 out of 10. It's a good game, and as someone who's been a fan of
That's
the series
fair.
since the very first release back in 2007, there's definitely a lot here to appreciate and enjoy. However, the negatives were too much for me
With everything you talked about, that's very, very fair. Very,
to
very
ignore,
fair.
and I had to dock quite a few points because of them. I really wanted to like Yasuke, but I just couldn't. He felt completely forced into the story and gameplay. Add in the poor PC optimization and the ever-present Ubisoft greed, and well, here we are. However, everything else in this game is fantastic, and I hope there's more of that coming in future
Ooh,
titles,
good
assuming
counter.
that Ubisoft doesn't fall apart with how bad the company is doing right now in terms of their stock. This game would have received an easy 9 out of 10 if Yasuke never existed to begin with, and it would have been a 10 out of 10 if Ubisoft was not so greedy with their goofy, silly store items in a single player game and poor PC optimization.
I still can't get over the fact that you can buy the map. That is the craziest thing that I've ever. That's crazy.
If I were you, I'd wait a week or so for the game to
Like the fun of Assassin's Creed is exploring, climbing up these places to then get your, you know, your eagle vision or eagle view, whatever the hell it's called, to then see the map and then go to those places. But you could just buy it just outright. That's crazy.
go on sale to get it at a cheaper price. The Ubisoft titles usually fall in value rather quickly, and you can find them much cheaper. The game will take you a while to finish, probably upwards of 30 to 50 hours, maybe
Yep.
more depending on your pace and how much of the game you want to complete. Ubisoft had the potential for a standout game, but their greed and baffling choices, chief among them the forced inclusion of Yasuke, undermined the pacing and shattered what could have been a cohesive narrative and fluid gameplay experience. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more video game reviews. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, then make sure to hit like and subscribe with notifications turned on. Peace out and happy gaming.
What a W review. Honestly, everything that you said, the way you broke it down, I can absolutely agree with what you're saying. I haven't played it myself, but the way that you broke it down, it makes a ton of sense. It really, really does. That was a phenomenal review. I probably will play the game myself. Maybe I'll even stream it. Who knows? Looks a lot of fun. I think it's something I could definitely get into. And yeah, we'll have fun playing it. So guys, make sure you sub to Gaming Instincts and make sure you like the video. We will have these posted in the description below the show. And with that being said, man, yeah, let's hop on to our next video. I'd wait for a sale. I absolutely am going to do that for sure. 1000%. I'm actually going to wait. Yes. Okay. I need to go pee. And I'll be back. So, give me 2 minutes or so. We're back. Actually, my feet are cold. I need some socks. Like I said, it just snowed. Whew. I need to come down to South Florida and get some sun. That would be absolutely amazing. I am freezing. Right now, where I live, it is currently, let me see how cold it is. It's 31 degrees right now. It's March, okay? I'm over the cold. Okay. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna save these two videos and watch them a little later. Because I only have about an hour and a half until I need to go to bed. And I think that's some solid time for me to play REPO. Now, it takes me about 3,000 years to react to a video. So, we're gonna just hop into this. Okay, I'm liking the vibes here. Okay, let's go into our settings. This is the first thing we're gonna do. I like the tips. Pause. Player names, we'll keep that on. Oh, that's fine. We will do full screen window. That's cool. VSync, we can turn that on. Unlimited FPS. Yep. We'll keep all that on. Cool. This is all fine. Audio. It sounds good. Controllers are fine. Perfect. Your friend recommended this game, but you've never seen it. Yeah, I want to try it out. I mean, it looks pretty fun. Okay. Oh, we could do a tutorial? Let's actually do that. Let's not just hop in blindly and ruin ourselves. Okay, so this is how we look around. We move with the regular WASD. Okay, that's already kind of creepy. Space to jump. Do we jump over this? Or do we just keep jumping? Okay, press control to sneak. That is my pinky. Good lord. Okay. Use control to sneak under the stuff and hide. Oh, there's a little skeleton there, I see. Okie dokie. This is a co-op game? Yeah. Yep, you can play with multiple people. I don't know how many, but left shift is sprint. This drains your energy. Okay, I see you have 40 energy. Does it come back? It does. Okay. Jumping doesn't drain it. That's cool. Run and press Q, and you fall with style. So you're kind of diving in a sense. Okay. What if you run and jump over the bed? Oh, I'm crouching. Okay. Run. You want to run, dude? No? Oh, I have no energy. I'm already doing bad. We just started here. Okay, run, jump. Okay. Grab objects with the left mouse. Okay, I see our health bar also popped up. Okay, so we got to be pretty close. Let's see. Oh shit, my bad. Oh, cool. So it tells you the value of things. What if... Okay, what if I was to hold it up and drop it like that? It should break, right? Physics? Okay. If I drop it, it just... Oh, the more I drop it, the more it's devalued. I see. Okay. Okay. Okay, use the mouse scroll to alter the distance. So you grab it, and then you can scroll it all the way out, or scroll it all the way in. Okay, so that's as far as you can do that. Rotate grabbed objects. Okay. So we grab this. And then we rotate it with this. Oh, well, okay, that's too big. I see. So we can grab something like that. Let's move it back, and then we rotate it like that. Okay. What does rotating do? I guess we'll see. Grab and press E to toggle items. Okay, what does that do? Is that like the... If the bar is full, does that mean like that's... Oh, I thought that meant maybe that's the value. Okay, grab an item and use 1, 2, and 3 to put it in the inventory. So if we grab a mine, okay. We grab a frying pan. And then I guess we'll take the stun grenade. Okay, so we can take this out. Can we blow ourselves up? No? Okay. Do we have to press E to activate it? Oh my god, I just activated it. But I have to walk over it, right? Okay, lesson learned. Got the frying pan. Do we... Okay, so we can hold it. You press E to activate it, or... Oh, so you just... That's how you swing. I see. You can rotate it and get a good hit. I see. And then 3, we have our stun grenade. You activate that with E. Oh my god, I dropped it on the ground. I'm so bad already. Once you feel the bad, it completed the tutorial. Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Use tab to view the map. This is important for navigation. Okay. This is a cart. Grab it by the handle. Where's the handle? Is this the handle? Where the hand is? Okay. Can you also move this? No, you can't really move that. I see. Oh, I saw it also says mode strong. Okay, so that means it's heavy. Got it. So fill the cart with the valuables. Carts are important for carrying stuff. So I can grab this. I can just kind of put it out there. We're not going to talk about that. All right, let's try again. So we have to put it down slowly. Perfect. Okay. That'd be fun. No, I would blow you up as much as I can. The crown, can we just throw it down? Did it devalue? No, it didn't. Not at all. Okay. We'll pick this up too. 600 bucks there. Nice. Easy. Okay, activate and fill extraction points with valuables. Okay, so that means once we get the valuables, we kind of just run. We just hit ready. Did I need to bring the cart? Or do I bring... Do I bring this right here? I see. Okay. Oh, they picked up the thing over there. How do I do that? Oh, I just take it with me like this. Okay. So we can just throw the whole cart over here. Easy. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I'm already scared. Enter the truck and send a message to your boss to order, or in order to leave a level. Okay, so this is where you send the message. Hey, boss man, I'm ready to go, son. Or just probably bring multiple objects at once. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got through the tutorial. I'm already nervous and scared. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, level 1. Okay, so this is our cart that we just kind of can carry with us. Okay, so this is where it goes. Okay. Oh my God, this game's already... Okay. So nothing in here is valuable. Not even the computers? Okay, that's fair. Oh, good God. The door just terrifies me already. Okay. So we can grab this. I already hit it. Okay, so we devalued it already. We bring it in close. And then let's just put that down. Maybe in the corner. Right there. Okay, we have a couple more things in here. 3 doors to choose from. Okay, let me get my cart. I'm gonna bring that in here. We'll throw that there. Okay, now we had a few things in here that we could grab, right? Where'd they go? Okay, so 900. Oh my God, I dropped it. It's loud. Oh my God, I did not open that door. What is this thing? Okay. Okay. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay. I wasn't worried. Okay, we got our first little experience there with the monster. Ooh. 2,800 bucks? Okay, the question is this thing still there? Okay, I do not see it. Let's stand up. Okay, the door is closed though. We're gonna throw that in there. Yes. Yeah, I'm solo right now. I feel like I should duck again. But I don't know. Is this something valuable? $6,000? Oh my god, I hear it again. Okay, I see it too. Okay, I'm gonna crouch. It was like walking right here. What if we just close this door? You know what I mean? Just I'm stressing myself out. Dude, no way. Okay, I think it's leaving. Please leave. Close the door behind you, please. Okay. I feel like this thing's baiting me. We're just gonna sneak over here. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna close this. I'm about to pee on myself. I am literally terrified. And this is just the first level. This is we're like a couple minutes in right now. I am not doing okay. Okay. Let's open up this door. Or wait. Yeah, let's open up this door. Okay. I think we're safe to turn our light on. Okay, so nothing in here is valuable. Oh shit, I closed that really hard. So I can jump up here, right? No, that's fine. I feel like something is going to like pop up right here. Let me cut the light off. No? Okay. Okay. Let's open that up. Okay. I think I want to change my crouch button to C. Controls. Yeah, we're gonna change that to C. Because I don't think C was anything else. I guess I should have looked. Okay, no, it's not. Oh my god, okay. That's just my avatar. I got scared for my own avatar. This is terrible. Okay. So let's close that. We're gonna turn up the sound effects a little bit more. Okay. I think I'm also okay. One more setting. I promise I'm not stalling right now. I promise you. We're gonna put this on toggle. I like how that feels, so I don't have to hold it down. I enjoy that a lot. Okay. Oh my god. Is that the music? I feel like the music isn't loud enough too. We're gonna crank that up so you guys can hear what I'm hearing. Do you guys hear this right now? Okay. It's terrifying. I think I want to open this outwards this way. That way, if I need to run, I can run and close it right behind me. You know what I mean? I don't... This music is terrifying. Okay. A lot of items in here, though. We're grabbing that. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay. We're gonna put this in here, too. How do we fit this in here, though? I'm bad. I'm terrible. This isn't gonna be worth anything. I saw something else over here, too. $600. I think we're gonna leave that, man. We want some big dollar items, you know what I mean? Some big tickets. We want some big ticket stuff. You guys... Why is this door open? Is anyone else in here with me? Let's just... Let's... No. I need you to, like, stay closed. Thank you. Okay? All this looks like garbage. Ooh, what is this? Do I have to jump? I don't know if I have to jump and grab it, because I feel like if I jump and grab it, I'll probably break it. Okay, nothing in there. What was that? I feel like I keep on hearing the door. Okay. What if we throw this in the cart? Does it lose value? I need to like scoot this thing in here a little bit more. Good God, this... This music is just too much, man. I don't know if I go this way or if we go through the main door. Oh my God, one of the doors open. Please stop. I'm not okay right now. Where the hell is this thing at? I heard it again. You don't see me. This thing's like not even that scary either, you know? What is that? I'm out. No way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, sir. See, that thing isn't that terrifying. You know, it's terrifying because it's something that's supposed to like stop me or mess me up, you know? But that other thing that just walked into the room, that was crazy. God. Oh, I see. The goal is I just need to make $11,000. I don't even need to go back in there. I got enough money in this cart. You know? It's not like I'm scared or anything of that monster by any means, you know? Not at all. Like, not one bit. Give me my money. Oh my God, what's happening? I think I died. Excuse me? Was I supposed to like back up? I'm very confused. Oh. Oh my God, we're in a house. Okay, so we were supposed to just drop the money off and then run in the van, right? I see. Okay. So we're supposed to put the money in there and then run over here and then say we're ready for extraction. I don't think you have... Oh, I didn't have enough money. Okay. So in this round, I need 8,064 bucks. Oh God, we're in a house. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay. Okay. Let's go, man. We're just diving in. No fear. No fear. We're just going for it. So none of this stuff has any value. Oh God. Okay. That's just my wife and daughter. I'm frantic right now, guys. Okay, there's something that could be worth some money, you know? Let's go on through here. Why is there nothing worth money? I know they're trying to make me work for it. Okay. We're gonna crouch. And we got a couple things in here. Okay. We have a fire. Is there someone there? Okay, we got more valuables. Ooh, that's big money. It's a clock too, so I feel like if I hit that on something, I don't think that door was open. I'm a hot. There's little gnomes. Oh my God. Oh my god, gnomes are terrifying. Do I have to be quiet or do they like hear me talking? Okay, so what if we just get back under here? Okay, you guys are crazy. Stop. I have nothing to beat these guys with. Can I like pick you up? Oh, I can. I could just throw them. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're tough, aren't you? Yeah, get out of here. And we broke the door. Okay, we need some health. Okay. I hear something else. I am just going to hang out right here for a second, you know? I think that's a clock that I hear. And the last clock we grabbed was 2,300 bucks. Okay, we got a fire. Let's stand up for a second. Oh my god, dude, you're creepy. Okay, the music just kind of picked up a little bit. You ever play one of those games that where if you make too much noise then the mic the monster finds you? I have not. I should give it a try though. Okay, we need some bread. Okay, we have 2,300 bucks right now. Okay, I see the ball. I swear there's some other stuff in here that costs some money. Do these paintings cost money? Okay. How much is the ball? 1,500 bucks. That's a big payout. We need to be very careful though with this thing. Don't break. Okay. So we need 8.7. We're currently at 3.8. That's a lot of work. I swore there was more money items in here. I thought I heard walking. Okay, this is where the gnomes were. I think let's close this door. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Do you want to close the door? Want to work with me? That's good enough. Okay, now we'll open this. I think this is just the other room. Yep. And none of these are valuable items. Okay. So we need to keep pushing through there. But I swore there was more items that cost money. And I can hear the clock. 600 bucks. Oh, okay, there's more down there. Let's put that down. Well, okay. 600 there. 600 there. 600 there. I do understand that all that does add up. None of these are worth anything. I can't put these in inventory. Oh, I already, okay, okay. Oh my god, there's another gnome. Where's he at? Come on, dude. No, I want all the smoke. Come on, little dude, I saw you. You think I'm afraid of you? Where did he go? I am so afraid of him. Where did he go? Oh my god, they're all right there. I accidentally turned on my light. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, good lord. This game is so terrifying. And I haven't even done anything yet. Okay. We're in school now. No biggie. How much money do we need? $9,000. Okay, we got a cauldron there. No biggie. Okay, there's upstairs right there. These things look like some ticket items. No? Not that easy, huh? They don't let me have it easy. All right, keep pushing. Maybe I should be a little bit more quiet when I open these doors. Ooh, a vase. You don't need that. Damn it. I lost $1,000 there. Oh my god, this is a thing that if it drops, it goes crazy. We can't have that. Okay, there was something else over here too that cost money. Was it a lamp? Or was it underneath here? No. Ooh, a witch hat? How did they not let me grab the witch hat? Okay, I think we're gonna keep going through here. Dude, this is really cool. I like how it does randomize like that. It makes it more it makes it way more fun. Oh, this looks like a little jail cell. I heard something. Put that down. Anything worth anything in here? Oh my god, what is that? I don't even know if I want the valuables anymore. How much? 600? Ooh, $2,800. Yeah, let's crouch our way back over there. Dude, laughing kids are it's the creepiest thing in the world. In the fact that it was also like, oh my god, please let me grab it already. Okay. The fact too that it was like some weird octopus looking thing too. Was just crazy. Oh my god, there's... What even is that? What if I block you with the cart? You can't get to me, I got a cart there. Lord. Okay, so it not only broke the door, it also broke some of my valuables too. Can I open this thing? Please, for the love of God, let something be in here. That's $9,000. Okay, we did find two things over here though. This is 600 bucks. And hopefully we don't run this into anything. I wonder if it'll let me just drop it right here. Okay. Dude, this place is terrible. Okay, we have to fully open that door. 2.8 is big money. That's big money. This thing is back there again? You don't see this thing floating, do you? I panicked. I panicked. Oh. Am I gonna be able to beat a level 1 at all? This game is absolutely terrifying. This is not okay. Did I ever play GTA 5? Yeah, I did. Beat the story campaign. Played online a lot. I had my own crib, had my own car and everything. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. Okay. I think the goal here is just to beat 1 level. I think that's the goal. I think you need to go, dude. I need to go back to the tutorial. The only thing I'm gonna beat. $10,000. Why does the money keep getting higher? $15K. We like that. We like that a lot. Yeah, the dialogue is always funny. Okay. 2,100. Okay, we got some big ticket items here, baby. We got some big ticket items here. This is 2-1. Okay, we're at 3-6. Not bad, okay? Not bad. Now the problem is we have to go to other rooms. That's the problem. Ooh, there's also I didn't see this locker here. Let's open this up. Nothing. Ooh, but there's that. Fuck. I did lose a little value there. It's okay. Not a big deal. Okay, what are we at? Okay. We are more than halfway there. Hello? Anybody in here? Oh, just a little duck. Okay, hi. Can I pick you up and throw you? What is going on? I couldn't pick it up and throw it like a gnome. What is going on here? We're terrible at this. Yeah. Oh, this is the first place. Okay, so they started me back over in the beginning, okay? This one, we actually were able to get all the money, okay? We just made a mistake. That's all. Ooh, but okay, it's the same place, but it's a different layout. No biggie. Okay, we're moving fast here, boys. By fast, I mean very slow because I'm terrified. How do I get this? It's like too far on the thing. I shouldn't have jumped. Yeah, that duck one was quick as hell. Ooh. Ooh. Bonsai trees. $1,000. Okay. Okay. We're losing value on that fast. Oh, hey, dude. I do remember this one's the one with the terrifying big dude. Here, I'll throw that in there real quick. Did I miss? Embarrassing. I'm trying to figure out what spawns monsters. I think the more expensive your cart gets, the... Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, we got a cup. Fuck, man. Oh, these noises. These noises are... Oh no. I jumped. I panicked. Okay, I hear a door. I think that big thing is here. Am I the monster now? What the hell is going on? I think I'm the monster now. What the hell? So it took over my body. Okay, now it spit me out. That's not the big dude, right? Okay. So buddy just came in here and just broke the shit out of this door and just left. Ooh, this is a $2,000 item. We gotta be very careful. Yeah, gotta be very, very careful here. That's huge. Okay, this door's just wide open. Whatever. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Anything worth anything? No? Okay. That's fair. Oh, I thought this tank was something I could grab last time. Maybe it was a different tank somewhere else. Ooh, this has to be a big ticket item. Okay. How do I grab? I can't. Maybe I grab it straight up. Like this. Okay, this is a lot of money. We already hit it. I'm honestly so scared I don't even like know which way I'm going right now. Okay, I think the cart's this way. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I need to put this in here better. Okay, I saw something light up over here too. Oh, it was the thing that I didn't know how to grab. It was this. But I don't know how to get it. Ooh, this also. Okay, cool, cool. What are we talking? 500 bucks? That's fine. Holding items looks like I'm taking a piss. Yeah, it kind of does. Sorry? Didn't mean to drop that. Okay. What are we at? 6'7" or 6'1"? Okay, and this is the exit, right? Okay. I just want to make sure I know where the exit is. Okay. So we don't need like a shit ton more. Yeah, this is a good hiding spot just in case I need it. Yeah, let's grab that. That's some big money. This is big, big, big money. $2.9. If we get this in here, we have enough. We have enough, boys. We actually have enough right now. Okay. Come on. We actually have enough right now. See, last time I killed myself. We're gonna do that. We're closing this door. Just in case anything wants to get a little froggy, you know? See, this closes. And then we run over here. And we press this. Hey, I'm ready. And then we just wait. What is this thing doing in here? Gonna see me. That's right, I do have to hold the button. And now this thing is here too? This game isn't fair. This game is not fair. All right, we gotta book it. Jump. We gotta book it. Okay, where's that retractor room? We got this. We just gotta clutch up. So when the thing closes, it's just loud as hell. And that's what made all of these things run towards me. I get it. I understand. But now I have to sneak out of here. And I do have to hold the button. Fuck. Well, it sees me. That's okay. This is what it did last time. We'll just take it in here. Because this thing is loud and it's gonna spit me out, right? So I love how you fix your mistake and then you just made another one and fucked yourself. Dude, I know. I need this thing to spit me out already. There's no way this thing can like break this tank, right? Like, I feel like I'm probably safe. I just need this thing to, like, vomit me out, though. Already. What if we do it back here? There we go, we're free. And the thing's gone. Question is, how do we get around this big ass dude here? What if I break this thing that I saw back here? Oh, it's a frog. This is the perfect distraction. We put the frog in the corner back here. Right? And now it's gonna come in here. But here's the frog. It has to. And then we leave. Okay, so there's the vomit thing. Where's Big Boy? That didn't work. Damn it, this thing's on my ass. Bucket and hold the button. You might be right, dude. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh, we're out of stamina. We're stamina logged. Get me out of here. Okay, starting the engine. We did it. This is a shop. Extract items purchased. No harm last here. Okay. So I'm assuming here we can probably buy some weapons. Okay. So 9,000 bucks is what we have. Grenades. No, I want this bad boy. 15,000. Okay, we can't afford that one. Extra jump. Range, strength, upgrades. Ooh, a sword? 25k? These are health packs, I'm assuming. Okay. Well, I mean, we could get something like a grenade, but why when we can save up to get like a sword or something, you know? So I think the idea is to just kind of not buy anything. I think that's the way to go here. Because having something like this would be nice. A valuable tracker. Obviously having the sword but would be really clutch. Can I go in here? No, it's just the bathroom. Yeah, I think I'm set, actually. I don't want anything. I think we're just holding on to that money, actually. I would assume it rolls over, right? So we're gonna be in part 2 or chapter 2 or whatever. Do we hold this to get out of here? Got it. I understand the game. And now we're in level 2. I could hold it and leave still. Okay, how much do we need? 8.6. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, what's valuable? What's not? Okay, see something. Oh, this is the place with the gnomes. 1-6. Okay, easy money. What did I, okay, I need 8-6. I need 8-6. Okay. Is this a cabinet I can open or something? No. No valuables. Got it. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's move on. Okay. I don't like that sound at all. There's too many steps here. Too many steps, too many sounds. Let's open this. Okay. Anything worth anything? Nope. Ooh, a cabinet. Ooh, big money. Ooh, there's something up there too. Okay. Oh, that's just a fire. Oh, hi. Jesus. Oh, good Lord. Are we still level 2? Oh, good God. Oh, we go back down to level 1. That's tough. I see. Okay. So you go level 1, you get your money, you decide to spend it or not. I mean, the idea is probably get to level 2 or 3 when you got a little bit of bread on you, right? And then after that, you can buy stuff, and then things probably don't get easier per se, right? But if you have weapons and whatnot, probably makes things a wee bit easier. Try not to hit that on anything. Okay. I think the idea is maybe we leave the cart here. Something like that. That way I can easily take it out. Good money. What do we have, like 2? Okay. Oh shit, did I hit the cauldron? Oh God, and the gnomes are here. That's kind of GG, really. I'm trying to grab these damn things. Okay, yeah, you follow me in here. Come here, little dude. Perfect. There was something in here worth value under one of these beds. Oh, hi, dude with a bat. I think we're gonna hide under the bed if you let me. Okay, so this is what was worth money in here. 600. Oh, the guy's like right there. Let's do you just like give up on me now since I'm under the bed? Or is he like, I know you're down there? No, apparently he's dumb. Okay, perfect. Grab that. Yeet that in there. And I think I'll actually follow where he was going so I can kind of just keep an eye on where he is. Okay, he's going forward. Cool. I see something there that I could use. $500 for a crown. We'll take it. I think I'm safe to stand up. All right, we need some big ticket items here. What else is in here that's worth something? I don't think anything. I don't like that. Hey, there's a cabinet there. Okay, and oh, dude's not in this room. Ooh, big money. Okay. I feel like it's safe to stand up, but I just don't know. I'm doing it. That door was not open before. Okay, we're at 6. I think let's go straight. That might be worth a lot of money. And boy, am I right. The question is, how do we take this? We have to like drag it. We have to like, oh! Damn little gnomes. They're having their little gnome meeting right there. Well, you guys are small. Oh, you guys can't get under the bed. Perfect. I can just kind of throw you guys. No, don't run. Don't run. Y'all were about that life before. All right. That 1100 ticket item is bait. But I still want to try and get it. How do I... Oh, I rotate it backwards. I see. So I lose money with it. the more that I roll it like that. So the idea is to probably get the cart over here by it. And then we basically roll it in the cart. No, or do I not roll it in the cart? Here, let's actually... How do we approach this? Well, I just lost a little bit more money on it. I don't think it lets me roll it in there. That's fair. Okay. Stop, little dude. Damn it, they broke some stuff. Little fuckers. Ooh, this thing's gonna be loud. If I drop this, this is gonna be loud. Take this too. Everything adds up. Where are we at? 7? Okay. We just need a couple more big ticket items. Well, there's one right there. Okay, so if I can find something else that's this much to be a massive W. There's a chest in here too. Okay, we only need 700 bucks. Or not chest, there's drawers in here. Please. Here's some more too. Let's move this. I want to move this about there. Maybe there. Because that looks like it's an easier way to go in there. Okay, that walking is me. Okay, if there's some items in here, that would be amazing. Nothing? Okay, that's fine. Dude. Where your little homies at? I'll throw their fucking asses too. Okay, this is GG. Oh yeah, that's GG. If we can get this in without seeing the shotgun, dude, that's game. And plus I have the bed here if I need it. More than enough. More than enough. Oh my God, get me out of here. Oh. It killed him and we got his head too, bro. Hey, these little homies. Dude, y'all are so annoying. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way. There's no way we're losing right now. Rip bozo. Get me out of here. Oh, there's one more? You got a problem? Get us out of here. Easy peasy. All right, so we got 11K. That's enough to buy us nothing. Shockwave grenade, mines. A mine is actually a pretty good idea. It's actually a pretty good idea. More grenades and a stun mine. I actually think this is a good idea. But I think what we're going to do is we are going to stop playing momentarily. Do I just quit? Or maybe I go to main menu? Are we still level 2? Because that's as far as we got. So we go here. Okay, we are on level 2. Oh, good lord. This game is fun and oh so terrifying. I don't think that I've been this terrified playing a game. For me, I think the baby was probably the most terrifying thing in the game. That the baby was, it was just not okay. It was just not okay. Like, if I can just leave it as simple as I can, the baby was not okay. We need to close that. Let's get some music going on. Oh, okay. Compose ourselves here. Now, that game was very, very fun. It was very terrifying. The game will be more fun if I play this with someone. Absolutely. It'll be way more fun because we can communicate and try and figure things out a lot more. We were only able to get to level 2, and that's okay. We only played it for about an hour or so. I mean, it's it's all good in the hood. You know what I mean? So, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. Wrath, thanks for coming and chilling. Everybody over on TikTok, thank you guys for hanging out too, man. I appreciate all the love and support. It means the world to me. Thank you guys for liking the video, liking the stuff on TikTok too. We will be streaming again on Friday, and we're just gonna chill, have a good time, you know. So if you guys are new to the YouTube, make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you sub over there. And over there on TikTok, make sure you guys hit the follow button. I appreciate y'all a bunch. Now, one thing to do if you guys want to chill and hang out, you guys can hop in the Discord. I just restructured the whole thing. If I can pull this over here. I just restructured it, you know, so we're trying to get this growing here. And we have a few people. We have a few, maybe like 5 or 6 people that are currently in there. Oh, I also just realized that I wasn't on this screen here. But I guess it doesn't fully matter. We did restructure our Discord. Our Discord is in the description. So if you want to join that, feel free to join that. I want you guys to share stuff in there. Content that I could also react to. We can also just, you know, hang out and have a good time. That's what it's mostly about. But thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you guys on Friday, probably around the same time. Maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. If you are free, feel free to join. But I just want to say again, thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate all the support. I hope you guys have a good night. And I'll catch you guys in the next stream.